Hello guys, hope you are doing well, and based on request I got multiple comment about the landing gear proximity sensor. How many sensors are there? Recently I posted one photo also about this. So in this video we'll discuss about all the landing gear proximity sensor of Airbus 320 family. So I will just make it simple. Airbus 320 family will talk about the landing gear system. This is coming in 8832. So one thing is clear, 8832 means there is a 32 proximity sensor, and 32 proximity sensor, if you go in more detail, in Airbus 320 family landing gear control interface unit process the input for all the 32 proximity sensor, that is 16 for system 1, 16 for system 2. Why this system 1 and system 2? Because there is a two computer, LGCIU 1 and LGCIU 2. This is only system 1 and system 2. One only will be in the active mode, other will be in the standby mode. So that's why it is splitting 16 for system 1, 16 for system 2 to monitor the landing gear and doors position, as well shock absorber compression, that is your weight on wheel or weight of wheel switch. And this wow or weight of wheel switch is used for the ground flight logic, whether aircraft is on ground or whether aircraft is in the air. If we'll talk about the main landing gear, so how many proximity sensor will come on main landing gear out of 32 proximity sensors? So each MLG having 10 proximity sensor, and NLG is having 12 proximity sensor. Why NLG is having 12 proximity sensor? I mean, 2 extra we'll discuss at the end of the video. So if you'll talk about the main landing gear, there is a 2 proximity sensor for gear up and lock condition. So each indication there will be the one pair of proximity sensor. One will be active mode, one will be in a standby mode. So at a time only one computer will be active mode for the one proximity sensor. So gear up and lock means there is a 2 proximity sensor. Gear down and lock, there is a 2 proximity sensor. And door up and lock is 2 proximity sensor. Door down and lock is 2 proximity sensor. And there is a 2 proximity sensor for the shock absorber compressor, that is wow weight on wheel or weight of wheel switch, that will detect ground flight logic for the MLGs. If we will talk about the NLG, there is a 2 proximity for gear up and lock, 2 proximity sensor for gear down and lock. There will be the 2 pair of proximity sensor for wow, that is your ground flight logic. And there is a 2 proximity sensor for door up and lock, and there is a 4 proximity sensor for door down and lock, means open condition. Why 4? Because the door is having a split type, once it will open, so there will be the one split door having 2 proximity sensors. So 2 plus 2, there will be the 4 proximity sensor for both door whenever it is open and lock condition. So just remember, 8832 means 32 proximity sensor, and 16 for LGCIU 1 and 16 for LGCIU 2. All the proximity sensor will have pin number like 2 numerical digit with 2 alphabetical word, that is your 12GA, 13GA, like this. So GA you can just consider gear assembly. All the GA related proximity sensor is related to landing gear. If you talk in more detail, that is your nose landing gear proximity sensor, 12GA, 13GA is a one pair. Same like that you have multiple pair, 18GA, 19GA, then 24, 25GA, 30, 31GA, 36, 37GA, 38, 39GA. And if you talk about the MLG, that is your 8GA, 9GA is one pair. Same like that further, 10, 11GA, 14, 15GA, 16, 17GA, 20, 21GA, 22, 23GA, 26, 27GA. So all the GA related whatever you are getting failure warning with this particular numerical value, that is related to nose landing gear and main landing gear proximity sensor. So now based on the few experience, just for example, you are getting landing gear LGCIU 1 fault on arrival aircraft. So what is the scenario behind that? There is a lot of thing, lot of reason, because LGCIU is having a lot of interlink and interference with other system. But I'll just give something related to sensor, proximity sensor only. So what we are doing, once you'll follow the TSM, you'll do something reset, then you'll do the byte test. Sometimes byte test will not pass. it will give pop out a no respond or go to the return. So what is happening behind that, because if test is not passed and you cannot identify whether it is fault with which system, maybe there is some issue with other system also. Here I can talk about the only proximity sensor. So suppose this situation is happening, always test is not getting passed, it is just responding go back to return, or not responding, computer not responding. So just go and do a detailed visual inspection of all the landing gear proximity sensor where it is chance for bird hit. So there is a chance whenever landing gear is extended during landing or takeoff phase, there is a bird hit or some proximity sensor detach or rear connector is detached. So because of that, if some connector is detached, then definitely because of that only this test is not passing out, because continuity is not measured. So always check all the connector of the proximity sensor. If all the condition are good, then go for the next step. So always follow the latest troubleshooting manual. Here just I have shared my one of experience related this, and I found that main landing gear ground flight logic so proximity sensor connector was detached, and it is just like sometimes you'll miss to forget during walk around also. But because of that only test was not pass out, and after some time doing so many things, it's just like your aircraft got in simulation mode. So there is a lot of things. Always follow the latest documentation and do proper paperwork whenever you are performing such kind of troubleshooting, and always take all the precaution with respect to MM, because once you are pulling the LGCIU lot of probe hit computer will activated, it will start giving heat to all the props. So always take a relevant precaution before doing any work on the landing gear system. Guys, hope you love this video, and if you really love this video, don't forget to like, share, follow and subscribe my all the social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, now WhatsApp also. I have added Telegram also, I have added for better access throughout the global. So see you on the next part of the Airbus 320 family with different topic.